on Facebook as well as Zoom. I want to say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Woo! TGIM. Thank goodness it's Monday. Thank goodness it is today. Super excited to be on here. Put in the comments or chat in front of you where you guys are calling in from. I know we got people from Hungary, Greece, California, Utah, Wyoming, Hawaii, people from all over the globe jumping on these calls. Literally 5 days a week, guys. 5 days a week we do our morning motivation call. If you're not on the Facebook page, go to the search bar at the top on Facebook and type morning motivation, request to be added to the group. We got people from Texas, from North Carolina. We got people from Nevada. Awesome, 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 guys. Super excited to be on here. This is your host, Brandon Boyd. Again, I do these calls 5 days a week. They are recorded. Canada is also in the house. Guys, I want to talk about happiness today. Self-disciplined and happy. How many of you can't seem to get happy? You feel like, in fact, put a 1 inside the chat box if you guys just feel like that you can't seem to get happy. And it's okay to admit it because we can't change what we don't acknowledge, right? If there's a problem in our life, we can't just keep shoving it under the rug and expect it to get better. So I want to talk about self-discipline happiness because I know a lot of you out there really, really struggle with not just getting happy, but actually maintaining happiness at the same time. In fact, as I get into this, I want to show you guys real quick on my site. You guys can feel free to go to it, mastermindwithbrandon.com, mastermindwithbrandon.com. And I just released a book called Lasting Happiness. So if you click on books, it's a free download. It's got over 10,000 downloads already, called Lasting Happiness. So it'll actually go with what I'm going to talk about today. But today I specifically want to talk about self-discipline and happiness. So I want you guys to get ready to take some notes because what I'm getting ready to share with you will make a difference in your day, in your week. I hope you guys had a great holiday. Guys, here's the thing. If you accomplish everything of a material nature, meaning you got the house, you got the car, you got the clothes, you got the watch, you got the significant other, whatever it is that you want, right? But you are not happy. Listen to this. You have actually failed at fulfilling your potential as a human being. Guys, if you accomplish everything of a material nature, so you're the chairman rank, you got the 6 to 7 figure trading account, but you're still not happy, you have actually failed at fulfilling your potential as a human being. I think a lot of people suffer from this because they think if all of a sudden I become financially set, I eliminate my debt, everything's just going to work out. I remember thinking back in the day when I was 19, man, if I could just make $10,000 a month, then I'll be happy. And then I got $10,000 a month. Then I said, man, if I could just make $500,000 a year. Then I said, if I could just make $1 million a year. Now I look at it like, if I can't make 10 grand a day or 10 grand by the morning, something's wrong. You see how like, as our lives and our careers go on, our perceptions also change at the same time. So a lot of people desire to be happy. They just don't know how to get it and how to maintain it. Here's the thing. You can only truly be happy when you practice, number 1, self-discipline. Number 2, self-mastery. Number 3, self-control. Write those down. It is only when you feel that you are in complete control of your life that you are truly content. If you'd agree with that, put a 2 inside the chat box. When you feel that you are in complete control of your life and that you're truly content is when you're actually going to feel happy. Okay, here's the thing. Because we could call this the law of control, which would state you feel happy to the degree to which you feel that you are in control of your own life. See, for me, my life happiness is not based upon the circumstances of my life. It's not based upon my rank. It used to be back in the day. It's not based upon where my bank account is at, though that definitely helps. It's not based upon necessarily, how our relationship is always going, though that definitely does make a difference. It's when you feel in control of your life and your situation. Guys, stress and unhappiness arise when you feel controlled by outside circumstances. Stress and unhappiness arise when you feel controlled by outside circumstances. If you agree with that, put a 3 inside the chat box. Because I know a lot of you, especially right now with the holiday, you're probably feeling stressed out. You may feel controlled right now by your bills, by the money that you owe. Look, I've been there. Owing, who is it, Cousin Cornbread and Uncle Butch. The money that you owe to people, your obligations to maintain your standard of living. I know there's some of you watching this right now where because of the life you chose to live, the house you bought, the cars you bought, so you got kind of a nicer lifestyle, right? Your obligations that you have, to pay financially to maintain the standard of living that you created, that can cause undue stress as well. See, so many people feel that they are controlled by their own personalities and that they are not able to change for the better. So here's certain things that I hear people say. They say things like, look, man, this is just the way I am. Not going to change. It's the way I am. Or they say, well, the doctor says that, by the age of 3 or by the age of 5, those personalities are set in place. Well, that may be true, but that doesn't mean that you can't make significant changes through daily habits and rituals that change the way that you do things and the way that you see things. See, when people say things like, this is just the way I am, they absolve themselves of all the responsibilities of life for exerting these necessarily disciplines and willpower to make the changes that they know they need to make in order to live the kind of life they want to live and to be happy. They use it as a scapegoat. And here's what I want to tell you guys to do today. I want you on this Monday to decide today to take complete charge of your life. You are in control of your life. I hear so many people, they just kind of sit back up. God's in control. God's in control. Whatever he wants me to, whatever direction he wants me to go, I'm just going to go. Any dead fish can float downstream. You may say that God is in control. That's wonderful. But God wants you to take complete charge of your life, because you are the one who makes the decisions for your life, which also means the results that are happening in your life right now are from decisions or indecision over the last number of years. See, here's what I found. And I wrote this in my book, Lasting Happiness. What I said was, it is often the size of the gap. So this gap between your present situation, where you are right now, and the conditions and circumstances that you feel that you need to be happy, that determines whether you are happy or unhappy. So it's this gap. It's this bridge. If I could just close this bridge or get over that bridge, man, I'd feel better. But guess what? Then you're going to have another obstacle. You're going to have different kind of challenges. But here's what I found. This is very much a matter of your own evaluation and decision. What does the quote say? That when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's by Wayne Dyer. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at begin to change. Guys, when your income and your life are consistent with the goals and expectations that you've set out for your life, and you are content with your situation. When I say content, that doesn't mean that you go stagnant, you stop growing. I'm just saying that you're happy no matter what. You are content with your situation. you feel happy. What did the Apostle Paul said? He said that with all the things that I do, no matter what circumstances I'm in, I remain content. That's to be happy regardless. Now, if on the other hand, for any reason, your current situation is different from what you really, really want and what you actually expect, you will be discontented and unhappy. It's not going to be a very good holiday for you, right? So when you look at where you are now from where you really want to be, it's going to be pretty tough to be happy, right? Yet this state of contentment or stagnation that some of you guys are going through, it can constantly be changing. It's like I said, when you start off in your career, at least in the USA, an income of $50,000 a year seems like a great achievement, right? But once you actually reach this goal, and this is my own experience, you start to be unhappy because you're not earning $100,000 or more per year. Some people are unhappy earning $1 million a year. There's probably people that you know right now in your life who are earning 6 to 7 figures and they are still unhappy. And I want to end with this. Happiness is a byproduct that comes to you when you are engaged in doing something that you really enjoy while in the company of people who like and respect you and people that you like and that you respect. And I'm going to repeat that. Happiness is a byproduct that comes to you when you are engaged in doing something that you really enjoy while in the company of people who you like and respect. And next week, what I'm going to do on my session is I'm actually going to give you the 5 keys, the 5 ingredients to success. And by the way, I announced the other day, we have Chairman 500 Matt Rosa, who has joined us on the panel, who's going to be with us on a weekly basis. Super excited to have him on our morning motivation panel to take things to another level. Guys, if you like this message, I want you to put an amen inside the chat box. I want you to choose today and decide today that number 1, you're going to be happy, but number 2, that you're going to take complete and utter control of your life. Don't just say God's in control, the universe is in control. That sounds great. It sounds scriptural, right? But the reality is that you need to take control of your life. I need to take control of my life. And then the circumstances of my life can get better. Guys, have an amazing Monday. This is Brandon Boyd, your host, signing off. Hope you guys like the message. We'll see you at the top. Thanks, everyone.